Hello everyone, this is the video tutorial about how to use Blendspace in your classroom. I use Blendspace for every unit that we do in Go Math. I share that with my team so that all fourth grade students have access to the same information. I also post it on my Google Classroom and send the link out to parents. Blendspace is similar to Symbaloo, except it's more in depth. You add videos, images, quizzes, worksheets, basically anything you can find on the internet, you can drag and drop in a Blendspace. It's easy to get started with Blendspace. All you need to do if you do not have an account is select Sign Up and choose from one of the options listed below. I already have an account, so I'm just going to select Log In. And I'm going to log in with my LPS account, and it will take me to this page. This page is the dashboard. It's where all of the lessons you have created can be found. If you are new to Blendspace, this will be entirely blank. As you notice, I have created lessons for Unit 4 all the way through Unit 8 of Go Math. I want to show you what one of these look like. So I'm going to select Unit 7 of Go Math. Was the last unit we've actually worked on, and we finished it just a few days ago. Up here I can name this anything I want. So if I want to change it right now I can, or I can just leave it to say Unit 7 Go Math. I can also attach the Common Core standards. These are the 4 standards that meet what Unit 7 Go Math is all about for 4th graders. Over here on this side, you can choose which subject you want to do, math or ELA. Select your grade from the drop-down list. I'm going to select 4th grade. And over to the side, you have to have this in full screen to hit search, and you can just drag and drop those into this box. You will also notice over here on the side there are several buttons that will allow you to add things to your Blendspace. This first box is for searching within the website and their resources. This button is for YouTube videos, Google Images, Flickr, another link. For example, I've uploaded Think Central before, Google Drive, Dropbox, a media file, and again, those Common Core state standards. So Unit 7 Blendspace for me starts off with videos for each lesson. So Unit 7, Lesson 7.1, 7.2. There are additional lessons that I add. For example, this one is from Khan Academy. Gives them more information outside of what is in their Go Math book. I also have attached some images. This one is showing what a mixed number is and what that looks like. As you keep going on this Blendspace that I have created, you will see that there are links to different games for the students to practice the skills that we are working on for Unit 7. I want to show you how to create one of these Blendspaces for yourself. So I'm going to click this button to take me back to my dashboard. What you are going to do is select this green button that says New Lesson. And let's say, for example, I want to go ahead and get a jump start on Unit 9 Go Math. I like to start my Blendspaces by uploading videos for each lesson. I have found that YouTube actually has videos for each Go Math lesson that I have searched for. So if I just type in Go Math 9.1 and hit enter, it's going to pull up a list of options on YouTube that I can drag and drop into my Blendspace. One thing that you want to make sure you pay attention to is that you are getting the correct 9.1. For example, I know we are not working on line plots for Unit 9 in math for 4th grade, but I know that we're going to be moving on into decimals and fractions. If you want to add a video to your Blendspace tiles, you can preview this video to make sure that it is actually what you want, or you may also drag and drop it into a tile and then hit this play button in the center. This is going to allow you to play that video in its entirety so you can see if it is what you are looking for. If it is what you are looking for after you view it, you can just continue to move on, and this time I'm going to type in Go Math 9.2. This one looks like the one I am looking for, relating hundredths and decimals, so I'm going to drag and drop that in that tile. I also like to look for images that go along with each of these lessons for key details that they're going to need to help them really put all of this together. So I'm going to click on Google Images and backspace this out. The first lesson is talking about relating fractions and decimals together. So I'm going to look for fraction tenths and decimals. Again, it's going to pull up a list of things that I can choose from. If I don't like these first three that are showing up, I can scroll down to find more options. You will notice that some of these are worksheets. You can drag and drop a worksheet in there and have your students maybe complete that in their math notebook. But I'm going to add an image I think is going to help my students recognize how fraction tenths look as decimals, and I think this one right here is a pretty good image. So I can drag and drop that one in a tile. If I add something that maybe I don't want, you have the option of deleting. It's very easy. Hit the trash can, hit OK, it removes it. Another thing that you can do is add a quiz. If you select Add Quiz, you're going to enter a question here. Let's say I want my students to tell me what is 7/10 as a decimal. I can add answer choices here, but you do need to make sure you select the one that is correct. If I just type in a couple of different answers, add a few more, maybe I'm going to see if this one will trip them up, and add this one. Again, this is not correct. I need to make sure I choose the one that is correct. You can continue to add questions, but for this example, I'm just going to use one. So click Done. And now you see you have a new tile that says Take Quiz. If you click on the quiz, have the students take it. If they select a wrong answer, they'll scratch that out and show them the correct answer in green. But once they take the test and submit it, they cannot redo the test. This is just for them. I haven't quite figured out a way to see how each student does on this. So I'm going to choose 7/100ths instead of 7/10, and I'll show you what happens. So that was the incorrect answer. One thing that you need to pay attention to and that you need to know is if you are going to be adding an image or a link or anything over a tile that already has something in it, you are going to be getting this message. It's basically telling you that the worksheet I have selected is going to take the place of the video that I have in tile 1, and it's going to delete that video off of my Blendspace for Unit 9. I have always hit cancel on this because if you hit OK, it's going to replace it, and then you have to go back and find lesson 9.1's video. It's kind of a pain. So make sure that you hit cancel so that you don't replace anything, unless you want to. If you run out of space, just add a row and keep going and adding more links and videos and images in. As I mentioned before, I do like to include games as part of my Blendspace. So I'm going to select Google, links, and you can keep the same search engines, but maybe, or search terms, I can add fraction, tenths, and decimals games. And it might pop up a few different ones for me to practice. Again, some of these might be familiar things for you to be looking at. You can always hit preview to see if it is something that you are actually going to want to add. Again, I always recommend that you preview your links to make sure that they work and that they are actually what game that you are wanting. So I'm going to scroll down and add in converting fractions to decimals, this link right here. After you are completely finished with whatever you want to add to your Blendspace, you can share it. I prefer to share it off of the dashboard, but you are welcome to share it off of here too. If you hit the play button, you might have been concerned earlier about how those images kind of shrink down and you can't see them very well. This will blow them up so that they are easy for the students to view. Once I am done, I'm going to go to the dashboard again. And now you will see that I have Unit 9 Go Math added. If you go over here to the Share button, if you click on that, it will give you several different options that you can use. I'm going to go use Google Classroom. I have two separate Google Classrooms, so I'm going to choose the one that I'm going to need, which is math, and choose an assignment and hit go. You'll notice that the link is down here now with the image for the tiles. Unit 9, Go Math, and scroll down and then assign. And it will show up on your Google Classroom as the very next link. If you want to share with parents, you can just copy this link, send it in an email, or you can click this email button right there. So that is how you use Blendspace. If you have any questions, please let me know and I will be happy to help you.